XXLarge! Hello friends and welcome to the channel. I'm Handington and today I'm gonna eat a burrito. So, everything at my house currently, at the moment, as of right now, is all piles of messed up. Lots and lots and lots of issues, problems, great amounts of stress. So much bad stuff going on here. But I'm home alone. It's not good, so I guess it's the third home alone. I want to eat lunch. I want to record a video. I shall do both at the same time. So I have here an Monetery burrito, family owned since 1964. Like Super Mario 64. It's delicious. I really love these burritos. I specifically like the beef and bean burrito variety instead of the bean and cheese one. So I like these. I find them tasty. I have no problems with it. You can get them for $1 at Dollar Tree sometimes if they have them, which is a good sized burrito for $1. Good quality burrito. It's not a burrito, but it's for $1. It's a burrito for $1. In terms of quality food, it is not a quality burrito, but it is much better than most other burritos that would be $1. So, it's awesome. And I'm going to have it for lunch. And I've done a couple of videos like this before on my channel, but we're doing another because I need videos. I'm still editing more videos, in addition to working on finals and other final projects, and having to deal with everything at home and all of the stress that has been going on as well. I haven't been able to edit as many episodes as I would have liked. So, still working on the KFC dating simulator videos that were supposed to go up in October, now November, and who knows, I may even end up having to wait until December. So, food time. You get food video again. So, let's see. It's textured vegetable protein, which is added. Doesn't it just make your mouth water? Textured vegetable protein. Then again, when you think about it, there was a really good Simpsons joke a long time ago where, like, they were eating at Krusty Burger and they go over to the town over and are like, oh, we went over to McDonald's. And they're like, oh, do they have Krusty Burger non-homogenized, non-real textured meat-like substance, patties, something like that, where it was a really, really long chemical, or like a really long name for the way that the Krusty Burgers were fake, and then they're like, no, they just call it like a Happy Meal or a Big Mac, and they're like, oh, that's terrible, you have no idea what you're getting when you order that food. And when you think about it, I would much rather be told that this is textured vegetable protein, as opposed to just not having any idea as to what's inside it. So that's good. And of course the ingredients are here. Water. This is also one of the most interesting ingredients lists that I've seen because it's so separated. Down here is much more of like the normal thing, but the first ingredient is water. You wouldn't think that for a burrito. You'd think the first ingredient would be not water, because water is just kind of in like almost all foods except dry foods. So water is the primary ingredient here. Enriched wheat flour, and it tells you how it's made. Beef, beans, which the thing that I like about this is that beef is above beans. They actually paid for the beef. Textured vegetable protein was added to the beef as well to try and be like a filler. But it tastes like beef, and then you'll have some beans in it. So I'm very glad about that. It's not just all beans. It's actually like a good combination. Vegetable oil, soybean, canola, and or corn oil. Oh good, it could be any of those. Contains 2% or less of all the rest of these things. There's a textured vegetable protein, soy flour, and caramel color. Isolated pea product? That's amazing! I love that name. Isolated pea product. First off, it makes me think of an isopod pea, like if a Plants vs. Zombie pea was also an isopod. So an isolated pea product. And then we have... Oh, and the second thing is just that isolated pea product, it doesn't say what the pea product is. It just... Some part of the pea that was isolated and used, and that is the product of said pea. So not necessarily the pea itself, so they could be using the pea pod itself as and have it ground up. Who knows? Who knows what it is? Chili peppered cultured sugar, dough containers. Oh, dough conditioners, my mistake. I wonder what would happen if you ever used dough as conditioner for your hair. You'd probably get a yeast infection. Ba-da-da. That's a terrible joke and poor taste. Yeast. Oh, yep, there's yeast. Wheat gluten. Guar gum. Like that band that played that episode of Codename Kids Next Door, Guar? Or I think, was that also the band that Beavis and Butthead talked about? I never watched that show. I think I've just heard about them. Guar gum. Alright. Modified food starch. Glucodelta-lactone. Spices. Unknown. Oh, good. Flavor is an ingredient. Flavor is an ingredient. With my long nail I shall poke. And then savory flavor. Made from yeast extract and soy sauce. And inside that ingredient list is another ingredient list of wheat, soybeans, and salt. And part of that savory flavor is maltodextrin, lactic acid, calcium lactate, and salt. A lot of salt in here. Salt, salt, salt. The burrito doesn't taste that salty, though. So, however this mixture happens, it ends up tasting good. Flavor is an ingredient. Contains wheat and soy. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Oh, you can join their Facebook. Burrito Facebook. Good old Burrito Facebook. Cooking instructions. I've never ovened this before. You can take 12 minutes thawed or 34 minutes frozen. 1 minute and 30 seconds thawed. Just put it in for 2 minutes frozen. Why don't they tell you what it would be frozen? Oh, they do tell you here. But here they make this so much bigger. This is thawed, this is frozen, and here it's just thawed and then frozen here. Our microwave is strong, so I could just put it in for 2 minutes. We have like a 1200 watt microwave instead of 1100, so we can do it at just 2 minutes, but this is 2 minutes 30 seconds. Let product stand 2 minutes before eating. They can't say burrito on the package. They have to say product. Yum. Wow. Okay. Okay, off screen I opened one side of the package to vent, as they say. I also recommend heating it up this way so that the seam is upright, because this way you can, when it gets heated up, you can peel back the thing a lot easier, rather than having it flipped over. I have learned this from experience, so you'll want to heat this up in this direction. The camera is very blurry because I'm a good photographer. This is a stylistic choice. Yes. Give me Emmys. I will win many Emmys for Handington Makes Burrito. Moody lighting. Burrito. Oh, excuse me. Product. So, it's now after the microwaving time has finished. I didn't want to record it because why on Handington would I ever want to waste your time? Wasting time is all my channel is. Oh, good, it fell. It did an oopsie. Alright. The burrito is at the table. Moody lighting so that I'll win an Emmy for this video is all set up. My tiny little camera stand is all prepared. And now to try and film this at a reasonable way. I'm going to take off the Handington eyes. Doing this with one hand will be an issue. So, pausing time. I've opened up the burrito package. It didn't quite go as planned, so the seam did not tear like it does many other times, but So we have numerous stripes on here of different colors. It goes between white and yellow at points. That's healthy. We have the burrito mush that fell out, and it doesn't quite come across as well on the camera, but it is kind of burned on there. Luckily, I like burned stuff, so that works out. It burst out from the little wooble notch over there. Let's see. I can either eat it off of the paper, plastic, excuse me, or I could remove it and put it on the plate, which is what I think I shall do. Oh, look at that. There's another wooble notch on the end. Wooble notch is just something I made up. It's the scientifical term. Very important to use. I want to eat this, so gotta scrape that off. I'm doing it with two hands. It has occurred to me that it was a two-handed job to take these chunks off of the wrapper. Wouldn't have thought that, but it was the easiest. You don't quite appreciate how you use two hands to make everything a whole lot easier to do until you end up deciding to use just one hand. So, appreciate your hands if you have both of them, folks. Now, how to record this? I would need to have my phone propped up high. I did not plan this out well. So, holy smokes, I actually have a good image for once. Look at this, you can actually see me and the burrito, and I can prop it up. I used the pan, or the pot that we have over here, and it's the perfect size paired up with this for you to actually see me with the food for once. Yes, I am so glad that I actually have a decent cinematic look. No, but just a decent look at the food instead of, like, having it not be as good. So I'm gonna eat this burrito, and that's gonna be the video. I'm gonna probably be coming out of your left headphone or speaker. Hopefully I don't show up too much on camera. Well, you can see me here, so that's good. I poked the burrito. Poke, poke, poke. Alright, let's do this. Let's get cooking. We already got cooking. We're gonna start eating. I also have iced beverage, possibly tea. Who knows? This is product. So we'll give that a shot. Oh, here, let me give you a good look over at the side here. Appealing. I like it though. So it's appealing to me, but not for most sane people. Oh, good. If I look at it this way, you can actually... Oh, no, it's shadier on the camera. This is probably the best burrito eating angle. That's a weird thing to set up, but yep. All right. So now you're just going to join me here while I eat food. Hope this is relaxing to you. Hope you're able to enjoy this. Don't know what I'll call this video yet, but you will, because you'll be able to read the title. Sorry, I slipped. The plate moved. I guess you could say I am not that good at eating burritos. You can still see my hands good. I was worried that you wouldn't be able to, and that I'd end up just eating off camera again, which is what tends to happen when I try and do videos like this. I don't even remember how many videos... I've done a few videos like this, but not all of them are up on the channel yet, so... I don't know how many videos fit in the category of having been up on the channel, but they have not all worked out. This has actually worked out nicely in terms of... Yeah, I looked over at the camera and it fell. In terms of setting up the camera. I hope this is entertaining to folks. Some people enjoy it, so who knows, maybe you'll be able to find enjoyment out of me eating a burrito. So here, let me show you this. You cannot see. Let me turn on the light. There we are. So the corners are a little bit more breaded. I found out in my art class that I can do this to improve the quality of the camera. So I've been trying to do that a little bit more. So it's the corners are a little bit more of just the burrito-ness, as opposed to the inside, which is a lot more of the meaty center, the ooey gooey, rich and chewy insides. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting. Is this better? I hope it's better. Look at that. Whoa. Look at that. You can see the, it's slowly starting to fall apart. I need to eat this soon, quickly. Ow. I can use some of this meat that fell out from before. Oh. There's an eyelash on the plate. So I removed that eyelash. Eyelashes are not tasty. This is a fact. Don't eat eyelashes, folks. This one has a lot more of the meat. I think it fell out from the other side. Ow. Nom. Nom, 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 nom. That was some deliberate noises. I don't know if you guys like the chewing sounds, so I'm kind of trying to make a few more chewing sounds. I don't know if you can even hear it. How good is my microphones on my camera, on my phone? I don't know. I don't know. ASMR eating is very weird when you can't see the person on the screen eating the food. I feel like that kind of robs the experience a little. Oh, wait. I almost did this again because I tend to do this sometimes. Don't cut the other side of the burrito just yet. You should try and leave the ends because otherwise when you're cutting into it, it'll all spill out. What I also will do sometimes is cut it in the middle and then eat this way and then this way on the burrito. Because having the burrito end keeps the other stuff from falling out while you're in the middle of trying to eat it. Burrito hacks. See, when I cut into it, the burrito mush starts to fall out over here. Let me show you the more interesting end while I do this. We're very professional here at Handington. A whole team of inanimate objects and spiders who tell me this is a good idea. They're my trustee board. We have lots of spiders in my house. Which is good, because they are nature's exterminators and can help keep down the other bugs. I'd much rather have the spiders than the other bugs. I like that layer. That was a good layer. The burrito is squishy. The meat is usually pretty good in comparison to the amount of burrito you have. This one seems a little bit more burrito-y, where I feel like they've added a couple extra layers of the burrito to it. They're probably getting a little bit cheaper and using a little bit less of the meat and bean substance, but still good. It's still really good. And they still have a good ratio of bean to meat quantity, so it still tastes good. Just a little bit more of the breading. Delicious ASMR eating sounds. You get more sounds if I chew with my mouth open, so that's what I'm trying to do. You can't see it, so I have to narrate the fact that I'm chewing with my mouth open. How many people are going to point to videos like these? You know, like Handington. This is his legacy. And they cut to Handington eating a burrito. Or other videos along this level of quality that I have on my channel. You know, when I started my channel, I didn't quite think I'd make videos like this. I was on board with reviewing products. Box reviews, always on the list of stuff to do. Videos where I just eat food, never would have thought about doing that. Until A, found out that there are people who enjoy videos like this, and B, you know, it's easier for me to do. Are you guys still watching this? Kudos to anybody who's still watching this video. Oh, look at all that meat just spilling out. It's exploded. It's dying. Blah. This is when you gotta try and get crafty here. So I gotta cut out some of the breading from here and sop it up with some of the meat, and then eat this combination here. People also say that I eat food in a weird and interesting way, so I'm okay with recording and documenting the weird way that I eat food. Maybe some people will find it interesting. Crunch. Oh no, it's exploding from the top. It's like Alien. That's the sound of the alien from Aliens. 10 out of 10 would Alien again. Leave a good review of my sounds on Yelp. Handington sounds Delicious and nutritious. Scraping the barrel here, guys. Oh. There's a little more bread in that, so I wanted to eat a chunk of the meat. Thank you guys for joining me while I eat this food. I appreciate anybody who stayed to this point. Is it morbid curiosity? Is it sheer boredom? Is it that you actually enjoy this? Is it that you're just a fan of the channel and you want to be supportive? Is it a combination of everything? I don't know. But I thank you nonetheless. Ow. It means a lot to me that you'd sit here as I eat a burrito and watch. You could be watching Emmy Award-winning movies. You could be watching Family Guy. You could be watching The Sopranos. In that order. Why those were the two shows to come to my mind, I don't know. That reminds me. Oh, excuse me. That reminds me of the John Mulaney joke. Oh. And he goes, I love when people lump in bad movies with better movies. It's like, yeah, I love The Godfather and Scarface. And he goes, Scarface is a terrible movie. And then talks about Scarface being a terrible movie. It's been a while since I've seen the skit. I don't remember everything about it. But he's like, yeah, you know those, the two things that I like? Well, I like lobster and Skittles. Both are equal in my eyes. And that's what I was thinking when I listed off Family Guy and The Sopranos as the two shows you could be watching instead of this. There are so many better shows I could have listed other than Family Guy, along with Sopranos. Gravity Falls, Steven Universe, Monk. Any of those are better. The Sopranos is excellent if you're an adult, though. But if you're a kidlin, don't go watching it. That's why this channel is set to not friendly for kids. I mean, look at this massacre. This isn't friendly for kids. Not made for kids. Hum. Get on there, you. It's getting tough. The edges are starting to burn a little bit, or had gotten a little bit burned, so we're starting to get to the harder part. Let me take some of this excess meat and put it over here. We're going to need that, as this part gets a lot more bready. Ready for Bready Freddy. Come on, you. Yike. It gets tough, but this is... Oh, there it is. It's tasty. It's a good taste for me. I had to really yank it off the fork there. It got kind of tough. I have not been drinking enough during this meal. I forgot to partake in sips from my orange cup. I've been sorely lacking in liquids. That's some good iced tea. It's actually Snapple iced tea. We happen to have some because it was on sale. It's good. I like it. I'm on board. Like a sea captain. I'm on board with this. Burrito? Oh. There was a hair in my mouth. And now it's in a napkin. I mean a paper towel over there. This is a napkin, that was a paper towel, which I wiped up the goo from the microwave. The burrito goo. Excuse me. The product goo. Can't call it a burrito. Delicious, somewhat nutritious product. Get on my fork, you. Get. Come on. We don't have all day. Don't waste these people's time here. The succulent sounds of food. Crumbs are escaping. Alright, fine. I'll eat that chunk. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. That's a reference to some anime. I don't know which anime. I think it might be Death Note. I saw an anime meme of the guy with the eyes. I think it was L from Death Note. I haven't seen Death Note. I've seen GIFs of playing the scene about I'll take a potato chip and eat it while he's eating a potato chip. Back in the days when I had watched a few more anime cracks. You guys ever watch anime cracks? I wonder if they've fallen out of popularity. They used to be around a little bit more often. I remember many sad days in which I only felt like watching anime cracks and they helped cheer me up. In addition to other stuff that I would watch. Like Markiplier videos and Jacksepticeye and stuff like that. I believe those were in my pre-Game Grumps days. I still need to watch more Game Grumps. I didn't want to watch their Ace Attorney series, so I haven't been watching them for a while, and I need to catch up. Ooh, excuse me. The last of the nourishment. Well, be very careful if you ever lick knives. Always lick sharp side away from you. Don't rub up against the sharp side, because then you could hurt yourself. Those are my eating sounds. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Lobster and Skittles. We actually have Skittles over here. Excuse me. This is just Skittle. The bag wrapped around it. It's Skittle singular. You open it up and there's just a single Skittle. Which, speaking of John Mulaney, Delta Airlines. And also, when I was on Delta Airlines once, they gave me a bag of peanuts with it. It was either 6 or 7 and a half peanuts. That was the whole bag. A bag of peanuts that was only 6 peanuts. potentially 7. One of them was a half. That was my that was the food that I got from Delta Airlines that time. That was my on-flight snack. These guys were Delta Airlines. And I won't finish the rest of the song. You'll have to watch the skit yourself for the full experience intact. Someone did a great version of that skit with Papyrus from Undertale. Flowey was like giving him the coupon. Here, fetch. It was great. I love John Mulaney. I need to watch more stand-up. Alright. Well, you know, when my father is out of the house and I want food, and I always feel bad because I feel like I should be making a video, but I also really want to eat food. I'm always torn between what I should do. This has helped me to not feel as bad eating instead of making a video, because I've combined the two together. I've married the two. Marinated videos. They're delicious food videos. This conversation goes nowhere. I'm going to blow my nose. I could have used a tissue. I used the napkin. It worked. Scoozy. And, how did this video get to be 40 minutes? I thought it would have been like 27. It's now almost 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. How do these videos get to be 40 minutes? Oh my gosh. I've been doing this for almost an hour now. I guess it's technically longer because I had been speaking, but not that much longer. It's an extra large burrito, so we needed an extra long video. Wow. Well, time flies when you're having fun. I know I was having fun. How about you folks? You folks. You're not down there. This is a knife. No, that's a knife. Crocodile Dundee reference, even though I haven't seen the movie. Oh wait, I have the eyes right here. So, here's the camera. I was leaning on my foot. Oh my foot's asleep. Darn it! Ow. All right, well, I believe it's that time again, friends. If you like what I do, don't be shy. Give a thumbs up. Have a pleasant day, everyone. And this is Handington signing off. Bye. 40 minutes.